We've just upped the exhaust down to sport mode now. Hello guys, welcome to the Three Cylinders. Me and Matt are back after about 7 months. And we're back with a bang. We are at the West London Alpine Centre. And we are going to drive the brand new Alpine A110. Yep. First impressions are really good and we're really excited, so stay tuned and we're going to take it out on the roads of West London. The steering is actually that Ford Fiesta EcoBoost light, which is I didn't expect that. I mean, the car feels light as it is, and I suppose this lightweight steering reinforces that, you know, the legacy of the A110, you know, from the Monte Carlo. Because oh god, this is my first test. Drive a sports car for the first time through a very busy area full of Renault Clios and Kadjars. Oh my god, are we sure about this?
Maybe it's that way?
I don't want to do that, I'm going back.
Oh, that's way too narrow. First challenge on the Three Cylinders today, leaving the car park.
Am I on that side?
You're okay, you're fine.
I know it's a small car, but the your visibility is quite bad on the front of the car. Of course. I reckon this way we come in, didn't we? So, it's got so much. It just feels so light. I know everyone says that in every review of this car, so I'm going to do it right here.
Yeah, that's it, that's it.
Well, that sounds very Renault-y. Sorry, Alpine. Where are you going?
Oh, he's moving. Thank you, fellow. Good man. Oh, lucky.
Well, the gearbox straight away at low speed, so smooth.
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't even hear that change gear. It was just bam, straight away.
Oh god.
I can feel that. It wants to go, doesn't it?
Brakes are brilliant. Then again, they're not actually stopping that much weight. This car.
That's it. Yeah, you shouldn't really need that much brake.
Yeah, this car weighs just over 1,100 kilos. If you compare that to the Audi TT, that weighs 400 kilos more, and the Porsche Cayman weighs about 300 more. So
it's ridiculous.
Hence why we have a little engine with a blistering 0 to 60 at 4.5 seconds. It's rapid, isn't it? It's absolutely rapid.
You can sort of take it anywhere you like. Great turning circle. I mean, it's.
Listen to that exhaust farting away.
I mean, it's the same 1.8 you get in the Megane RS.
Potholes.
So we know it's a proven bit of kit.
It's just, yeah, like you say, it's poised, it's there, it's ready to go all the time. It's got the agility of a water boatman skating across a pond.
I love it.
What appeals to me the most about the A110, personally, I love an underdog. And the fact that this car's got, we keep saying, a 1.8 litre turbocharged petrol engine.
You wouldn't think it. I mean, it moves much quicker than that.
You've got it vibrating right behind you. You can feel it. It's a completely different feeling to it. If you've never driven a sports car before,
especially a mid-engine car as well. I mean,
it's just a completely different feeling.
It's the sort of design you get with like a Lambo or something.
I don't know where. Everyone looks at this car. Everyone admires it. You can just see people bending their necks at the wheel to have a look at it.
It's a connoisseur's car.
It is.
It's much more special than your average Beamer. Although the car does use like various different pieces from a Renault, Alpine have deliberately spent the money to make the driving experience as best as they can make it. You know, the buttons and everything, and the flappy pedal gearbox. These are all like supercar grade materials in a much cheaper package, and you can't deny that you get so much car for your money with the Alpine.
25 miles an hour, 30 mile an hour road, going over a speed bump.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's
To be honest, my car rides it worse than that.
Oh, my car does as well, believe me.
You haven't even got to drive it fast to enjoy it, and that's the whole point of this car.
that's it.
You know it's got the capability, and you've got, in sport mode, you can obviously you probably hear that engine. It's just growling away. As soon as you get off the throttle, you get pops and bangs from the exhaust, and who doesn't love pops and bangs from the exhaust? I do, that's for sure.
Alpine have gone with a double wishbone suspension setup here for the front and back, if I'm right in saying, Lou, which gives the car an incredibly soft ride compared to its larger rivals. My God, I've never enjoyed 0 to 30 more in my entire life.
You don't need to speed in this. It's
Oh
that
my
fun,
God.
no matter what gear you're in, no matter what conditions you're driving in.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, this car is something else. Their approach of just shaving every gram where they can is really what makes this car special. Yeah, it really is. If this car was heavier, it wouldn't be half as fun. It's the fact it's such a light vehicle really makes up for the fact that, you know, it's only a 1.8. But I'm sorry, you don't need anything bigger than that in this. That 1.8 happens to be a beast.
Alpine's just put their fingers up to all the big brands, haven't they?
That's it.
Said, look what we can do with less. And
well, I mean, it's the way the world's going anyway. I mean, everyone's a bit more eco-conscious nowadays. Yeah. Sticking a 1.8 turbo lump from a Megane RS in a car this small was always going to be a winner. Like, you don't need anything bigger, and to be honest, anything bigger would be irresponsible and a waste. It wouldn't make the car any better to have a larger engine.
I agree.
It really wouldn't.
This guy likes us.
If only you knew.
Everyone stops and looks at this car.
If only he knew how much this car could destroy his.
Thank you. Here we have the all-new Alpine A110. It's a very new car. The first car's arrived in the UK August of this year. The Premier Edition, of which they built 1,955, of which about 140 came to the UK. Significant number of them in this very traditional Alpine Blue. The cars themselves is a resurrection, if you like, of an iconic 1960s, 70s sports car, the Berlinette, and you can see that on a lot of the design lines, the general characteristics of the car. There's a key element to taking the original car and doing a modern interpretation. Yes, it's very lightweight, it's very agile, but it's also very modern. It's ideal for the modern roads, for modern driving. Double wishbone suspension, and now mid-rear engine, whereas before it was a rear engine. And frankly, at 1,100 kilos, it's just a lot of fun to drive. Fantastic car, and actually very, very practical in so many ways. So the new Alpine A110.
How many have been sold in the UK so far?
So we've got about 140 Premier Editions sold. The order book currently is extending up to about a year. Maybe that will come down to 9 months as we increase production. But at the moment, customers that we're talking to are looking for a 9 month to 12 month wait for a new car, depending on when they ordered.
And with the other two trim levels coming out, is there any talks of a new Alpine vehicle in the future? Or?
No, there's nothing new planned on the books. We have Pure, which is slightly stripped out, lightweight, but not excessively so. And then we have the Legende, which is a little bit more luxurious in terms of interior. But fundamentally, that's the car. It's the same car underneath. There are no plans at the moment to do anything significantly different other than that.
What colour would you have?
Well, I can't answer that because I have customers who have all different sorts of colours. I can tell you that the significant majority are the Alpine Blue. It's the iconic colour. There are currently, for the Premier Edition, there's a pearl white and there is a black. But obviously for the new cars coming out, there are other blues, whites and a grey as well.